Hello everybody! Welcome to Agashe Review, where I review movies, dramas that you don't want to waste your time watching. I'll give you synopsis, shorts review along with my thoughts and opinions, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Now let's go into the review. Hello everybody, Agashe here today. So today I'm going to be doing a Chinese drama review on the drama called Octogenarians and the 90s. I had a very tough time saying this, and Agashe, who is over here, had to keep saying it to me. But obviously you guys know why I watched the drama anyways. It's kind of obvious. The main guy is from You Are My Hero, and I've been watching some of his dramas, and I didn't do a review on this, but I watched like a few parts of Irreplaceable Love, and I didn't even know he was the main guy in there, so he was kind of like I didn't even notice him until it was in You Are My Hero. But anyways, this drama has a total of 39 episodes, and I was able to watch the first 4 episodes, so I'm going to be going over the first 4 episodes with you guys today. So as for our cast, we have tons of people because there's a lot of like grandmas and grandpas in the home care, but it's just the main 4 that we actually revolve around and focus. It's Bai Jingtian as Guang Shangshun, and then Janice Wu as Yi Xiaomei, and then Nida Hong as Grandpa Gu, and then Wu Mian as Li Shufeng, which is Grandma Lin. And as for the synopsis, Sunshine Home is a home for all the aged Sunshine Home is a place that Grandma Ling, or President Ling, has founded way back then. In a small place which is full with warmth and a family whole with all these elderly people living there with different personalities. But Grandma starts to suffer stage 4 liver cancer, and her days are numbered. Now she must entrust this home care to her granddaughter, Yi Xiaomei. At the same time, Xin Xuan arranges for his grandfather to enter in the home care, and he is actually a salesman trying to gain his promotion. So to get his promotion, he must get into this place to promote his products and stuff like that. And through it, the two of them, they start to meet, and they do not like each other to start off with, but throughout living with these elderlies and taking part of what happens to them and learning everything, they start to be touched by the stories, and they start to become closer, and more things happens revolving around the home care that leads them to change because they're very young and they don't know nothing. Recap on the first 4 episodes. The drama starts us off with Grandma Lin going to work, and it's a typical day at Sunshine Home where she walks through the places to get to her office, greeting all the elderlies as she goes, taking care of them, talking to them, and she gets to her office, and there's tons of pictures of her granddaughter, her lovely granddaughter Yi Xiaomei, and who she dearly loves. And we see an old picture of her in her old day. We learn Grandma used to serve the war. She's a very tough woman. And so the scene changes to seeing Yi Xiaomei asleep, and she gets a call from her friend who helped her get in an interview. She races to the interview, but she forgot her resume. The paper she gives to the guy is actually not her resume. It's actually a draft painting, which we learn that she dreams to become an artist. The interviewer gives her until noon to bring her resume back. She rushes home, but she forgets her keys, so she has to go to the home care to get the spare key from her grandma. And then the scene changes to us getting introduced to Gu Shanxuan, who works at a company where they sell nutritious supplements for elderlies, and he's one of the best salesmen there, and he always gets the best sales. Just when he's about to get promoted to become manager, shark loans people come after him. Apparently his ex-girlfriend applies for loan through the same people and use his name that he will pay it back, so now they are after him again. And we learn again is because his father got deceived, taking a lot of loans, and now he's working to pay off his father's loans, so he has double loans on top of each other now. And the shark loan lady tells him that if he doesn't agree to sign the contract to pay back with interest and everything, they will go after his grandfather, who has a huge pension. And so he escapes from them, and he currently is hiding, and his promotion now cannot happen. And his boss says that as long as you get Sunshine Home to buy our supplement like monthly and stuff like that for the elderlies, then you will get your promotion, because that's a huge one. All the elderlies are there, and then they will always purchase supplies from us, and there you go, you get your promotion. So now he must get in there and convince the people and convince all these elderly to take on his side, and for him to advertise the products so that they can buy it, so he gets his huge payout, his huge promotion, and he can basically pay off his debt, and he doesn't have to keep running. Now we go back to Xiaomei, who she's waiting for her grandma at the home care, and one of the grandpa who is secretly smoking there, which is not allowed, he comes, and they kind of get into an argument. She's kind of short-tempered, and then the grandpa he fakes a heart attack where he ends up at the hospital, and then Grandma Ling and the family of this grandpa comes, and they start arguing that it's Xiaomei's fault for being like this. There's a reason why he's in the home care and she did this, but she's all like, he's faking it, and she reveals that he's been secretly smoking and he's drinking, and he puts alcohol in water bottles to make it look like it's water, but it's alcohol. So this is why the home care is trying to help him, but he doesn't want to get help, so it's not her fault. So it's just like shows you that some of the old people, they don't really care, even though they're in the home care, and some of the family, they get upset, and they're like, they yell at grandma and Xiaomei and them of not taking care of their elderlies and stuff like that, but it's like the elderly's fault. So we get a little short scene of that. Grandma Ling is very upset at Xiaomei, but she can't be mad at her granddaughter forever. Her granddaughter doesn't know anything. She's only 23. And then grandma, who is still at the hospital, we previously saw her having some stomach pain, so she decides to get a checkup while she's at the hospital, and we learn she has liver cancer and her days are numbered. Now she doesn't know what to do anymore. Xiaomei is passionate to become an artist. She's freshly out of college. She's only 23. She doesn't know anything. She's young. She's still learning. Grandma loves her granddaughter dearly, and she always promised to be with her granddaughter forever. Now she has to hide her cancer from Xiaomei and slowly teach Xiaomei to learn to take care of herself, so when her day does come, Xiaomei can continue to live on. Grandma starts to seek to find a buyer to purchase the place, but any buyer who wants to buy it wants to turn this place into like a corporate company place or run it like machine wise, and doesn't want to do things the way grandma set up Sunshine Home to be. So grandma doesn't want to sell the place, so she's struggling to find a buyer, and so that's her side of the story. Now we go back to Shanshun, who is struggling to get himself into the home care to advertise his products to get his promotion, and now he has to ask for Grandpa Gu to move into the home care as a way to get into the place. At the same time, he also needs Grandpa to go there because shark lungs are coming after them too. So in a way, he can continue to run, but he can't leave his grandpa behind. At the end of the day, he still loves his grandpa. Grandpa Gu agrees to go to the Sunshine Home Care, and now Shanshun has a reason to constantly go there and try to convince all these elderly to take his pulse supplement, which he gives a sample in the first place, and they like it, to convince the Sunshine Home to buy it, so that to get the supplies from his company, so he gets his promotion. And as it goes on, many things happen at the home care where his grandpa is at. He visits his grandpa, and he gets mistaken as a grandma who has mental problems, and she misses her grandson dearly. She mistaken Shanshuan as her grandson, and thinks that Xiaomei is her granddaughter-in-law. The two of them plays fake to the grandma, learning more and constantly running into each other where they do not like each other at all. They constantly hate each other, but this is like the first time they had to fake it to be grandchildren to this grandma, and with it they end up learning a lot, and they end up helping this older lady, and sees that she was suffering a lot. Her grandsons and her kids don't even love her anymore. They don't even care about her anymore. They don't even visit her anymore. So they start to see that, and they're like, some kids, they just throw their parents or grandparents here and they never care about it. And Xiaomei does learn early in the first 4 episodes here that her grandma has cancer, and now understand why her grandma was forcing her to cook, drive, clean, do all these things. It's because her grandma is never going to be around. So as it goes on, it teaches both the main characters to grow up and understand why the elderly does what they do for their children, even learning why some elderly even live in the home care because their children doesn't want to take care of them anymore. And watching Grandma Ling suffer teaches Xiaomei to grow up and understand that she's not a kid anymore, and she's capable of doing more things, and she just won't do it because her grandma is there. Shenxuan, who is always deceiving people, now realizes that there are more things out there that are more important than money. So that is the first recap of the first 4 episodes. It introduces us to the characters, introduces us to the home care and everything. And as the episode goes on, there is more to it and more of the grandpas and grandmas, their stories, and we get to see Xiaomei and Shenxuan interact. And obviously, it's a lot to take in. It is heartbreaking at some scene, especially for when, you know, grandma learns that she has liver cancer, and she's just like, I don't know how to break this news to my granddaughter, you know. I'm such a tough woman. I went to war, I came back, I built this, I took care of my granddaughter. I'm tough, and I cannot believe it that life throws a curveball, and here I am with stage 4 cancer, and I'm going to be leaving soon. Like, what am I gonna do, you know? And so it is very heartbreaking, and there's a lot of things out there, and you get to see all these other elderlies. They have very heartbreaking stories, and it's just really hurtful to watch. And Agashe and I, we had some conversation about this. I was telling Agashe about this drama, and we had some conversation about it, and it's like, it's a hard decision, and there's a lot of things that goes on, and you know, sometimes the community looks like your culture community looks at it really bad when you put parents in home care, but you know, they're there for a reason. And you know, and you get to see both sides of the coins in here, where they visit their family, they come all the time, and some where it's like the grandma who mistaken Shenxuan as his grandson. Her family just forgot about her. They don't care. They don't want to take care of her, and it's really heartbreaking. It's really sad, you know. I mean, it's like one of these days you're gonna turn old and you're gonna be like that, and who knows, your children's gonna do that to you. But I mean, that's a different topic for a different time. But that's what this drama is about. And if you're looking for a wholesome family, something to watch, I recommend this. It's a lot to take in for me. You know, I've been very emotional lately. I've been very emotional lately, and I was telling Agashe, watching Hospital Playlist. I had to watch season 1 because season 2 is coming, and watching those with families and babies and stuff like that, it's just so emotional. And this drama came out to be like that too, and I did not expect that, you know, because I watched it before the main guy. I did not expect that, and watching it was kind of very emotional the first 4 episodes. So it does get you, and it does go on, and there is a lot of good scenes. I did watch certain scenes here and there, and like I said to you guys, always pay attention to the beginning and the ending intros, stuff like that. They do kind of give you spoilers and hints. So things do, from the looks of it, it does look like grandma does pass away, but Xiaomei does take over the place. She cannot let this sell to anybody, so she does take the place, and she does become the owner of it. So that's what it looks like. So I'm hoping it goes that way. But that's it for the recaps of this drama, and if you guys have not seen it, do check it out. But that's it for today, and I will see you guys next time.